episode 7 of the podcast series. Today I have Alini.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
This is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah.
I would say a lot of the people I've had on, I knew a lot about them.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike is, don't get me wrong, I know him from high school.
Yeah, we know.
But I don't know you that well,
No.
so, for the
Neither
viewers,
do I.
you guys are going to learn a lot.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
going to learn a lot, so it'll be it's going to be a great
It's gonna be a good
podcast.
one. Yeah, I'm excited.
Absolutely. You're a senior.
I'm a
right?
senior.
You're
I
a
graduate this year. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Just had prom yesterday.
Yeah,
right?
we did. Yeah,
So-
we had prom. It's fun, exciting. Glad I went. A couple years ago, I didn't think I was gonna go.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, cause I wasn't a big dress up guy, so
Gotcha.
I didn't like getting dressed up and all this. So I was like, Mom, I don't think I'm gonna go to prom. Like, I don't want to.
Yeah.
This was like last junior year. I was like, I don't want to go to prom. Like,
Yeah.
junior prom wasn't good. Like, So,
Yeah.
but I'm glad I went. I went with all my friends. It was great. Had a good time.
Absolutely. Let's get into a little bit of your background.
Yeah.
Right, so born and raised in Massapequa?
No, so I was born in Lindenhurst.
Linden.
I grew up
Okay.
there till I was about 8. Then we moved after Hurricane Sandy
Gotcha.
here to Massapequa. So
Did you move because your house got destroyed, or was?
no, my house was in perfect condition in Lindenhurst. My
Okay.
mom just didn't like the area,
Gotcha.
but I thought it was a good area. But
Yeah,
I was an 8-year-old, so
Yeah, you
what
didn't
do
know
I
much,
No,
yeah.
I didn't know much. I just based it off the fact that my cousins were around the block, all my friends were around the block.
Gotcha.
I was like, I had people I knew. I didn't want to move, but moving here, I'm glad. I met good people. Opportunities rose.
Yeah.
Now I'm going off to college.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Where are you going for college?
I'm going to LSU.
LSU.
Yeah,
Okay. What is that?
Louisiana State.
Okay.
Yeah, Tigers.
How far is that?
20-hour drive.
So you're driving there?
No. When we first go down, we're gonna fly there, but
Okay. Understandable.
there's no direct flights, so we have to either fly into New Orleans and drive an hour, or we have a layover.
Gotcha.
I don't know what we're doing yet. We got time though,
Yeah.
so figure it out.
Wow.
Yeah,
You know what you're majoring in, or?
kinesiology.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's my major as well.
nice.
So
Yeah,
respect, man.
I was going through majors, and I was like, I want to do something with like athletic training, exercise science, something around there. And then kinesiology popped up, and LSU is one of the top programs for it. So yeah,
What made you want to go to?
LSU.
Yeah.
So it's been a dream school for a while. So-
Really?
yeah, since I was like 14.
I mean, that's a long time.
Yeah, I love the colors. I love the football team, like everything.
Yeah.
Like it was like beautiful. And then I applied, and then they didn't get back to me till a week before the deadline. So they got
When
back.
did you apply?
I applied in early action, so
Early action.
around October. Yeah.
Wow, that's
So-
nuts.
So they got back to me April 25th. Or no, it was April 20th, and we visited the 25th. And I was like, Mom, I'm going here.
Yeah.
And they gave me a good amount of money.
That's
They
good.
gave me 17 and a half.
Okay.
Usually the tuition's 42,000,
Gotcha.
so I'm paying 26. Just like
Yeah.
I'm going to a SUNY school with no scholarship,
Yeah.
which
That's pretty
might
good.
as well
Yeah.
go to SEC school. And I got a boy down there, Stephanos.
Yes.
Yeah, he goes there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm close with him.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
we need Stephanos go.
Okay.
He's from my elementary school.
Yeah,
So.
and he goes to
wrestles.
export sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, wrestle.
Gotcha.
You used to wrestle?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I did.
You didn't do it senior year.
I did not. I had a shoulder injury,
Got it.
and
yeah.
it just wasn't just wasn't in the cards.
Wasn't
you
worth
know?
it, yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely a hard decision,
Mhm.
especially your senior year.
Yeah.
You
You wrestled all your life?
I wouldn't go that far. 5th grade is when I started
so
for
a while.
the first time.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
good
you wrestled
amount-
for a while.
Good amount of time.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
about you?
I started junior year.
Really?
I started late. Yeah.
What made you want to?
So
start?
I used to do football
Gotcha.
in 9th and 10th grade, and then I really didn't play. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to waste my time on varsity. If I'm not going to play in JV, I might not even play varsity. I figured, let me do a sport that depends on me individually.
Yeah.
Like, all accountability towards me. So I went to wrestling, and I did track too.
Gotcha.
But
Which are both
yeah, both
individual
really-
sports, right?
unfortunately, shoulder injury.
Really?
Yeah, my first tournament ever, actually.
No way.
Yeah, mid-match, kid slammed me, popped out, then it popped back. It's sublux, actually.
That's what.
Yeah, popped out, went back in. I won the match.
That's good.
Yeah. I made it to the finals. I was to get to the finals. Got dogged in the finals.
Yeah.
Lost. But first tournament ever, I placed. So
That's awesome.
yeah, I wasn't expecting that. But yeah.
What was the injury?
So they said that it was a slap tear in my labrum.
So you tore your labrum.
Yeah.
Oh.
And did you get an orthogram for yours? Where they inject the liquid into?
Yes.
Oh, terrible.
MRI with contrast.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Awful. Worst pain in my life.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
The liquid. I thought my shoulder was gonna pop off.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a little uncomfortable, but
Mhm.
I didn't, you know.
It was more uncomfortable than painful, but like it was that uncomfortable to where like I couldn't sit still.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, it was weird.
How long did that last for?
The contrast.
Yeah.
Oh, just as soon as like it was over, I was fine. They put me
Really?
in the MRI. I was good. It just
It
sucked.
was just for that period.
Yeah,
That small
just that period of time where he kept taking the needle, sticking it in, because he kept missing the spot.
Oh, that's
So like he kept. I don't know if the liquid was going in the wrong spot, but
that could be it. Which I have to admit, I've never heard about that happening.
But the doctor was really good, so
yeah.
despite that,
Did you get surgery?
No, I didn't. I didn't need it because
So
it wasn't a full tear. It was a partial slap tear. They were like you could do the surgery, and 3 weeks in a sling, and then it's a 2 to 3 month recovery, and that was going to be over summer.
Yeah.
And I would have missed track, everything all summer.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not going to do the surgery. I'm just going to go to PT, strengthen my rotator cuff, strengthen everything around it, and hopefully it doesn't pop out again. So far, I've been pretty lucky. Hasn't popped out once.
That's good.
Yeah, knock on wood.
Any pain?
Slightly, but slightly when I work out if I don't warm up.
Yeah.
But I just not recently, for the past month, I've started to warm up resistance bands,
Yeah,
all
that's
that
the way
stuff.
to go.
So I've been taking really good care of it. Because
Yeah.
the last thing I want is it to pop out again,
Absolutely. I mean, I've definitely
Mm-hmm.
I've been there.
Yeah.
And with
Not
me,
exciting.
it was rough because I completely tore it my 8th grade year. I got the surgery, and then I partially tore
it again.
in 11th grade. So that's why I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I didn't go my senior year just because, 2 times is pushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I was that's why I was so I wasn't sold on the surgery because he was like, yeah, you could get the surgery, but it could still pop out.
That's
I was like, all right, if it could still pop out with the surgery, I might as well not get it.
Yeah.
And if it pops out and there's no other choice than surgery, then I'll get the surgery.
Yeah.
But if I could strengthen it, no surgery needed.
It's always the way to go,
Yeah. Which is, I'm glad I didn't get the surgery.
Yeah. You want to take some more?
No, I'm good.
It's all good, man.
Yeah.
But it's unfortunate that came to an end. But so you didn't wrestle your senior year?
No, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
No way.
Mm-hmm. I wrestled a whole year with a brace on.
You did.
Yeah.
And how was it?
I went 9-8, nothing special.
Yeah.
I went positive. I didn't qualify for counties, but
Yeah.
I didn't even expect to go positive that season.
Yeah.
It was I missed my first year, which was supposed to be my whole technical year to get good and everything. And I was coming in senior year knowing a little more than I knew my junior year. So I was like, all right, I mean...
In all fairness, you didn't even have a full junior year, right?
No.
Because once you...
I was
Totally
out
done.
till... I came back that season.
did?
Yeah, I came back February
Okay.
to try to qualify for counties.
Gotcha.
I was like, let me take a shot at it at least.
Yeah.
But didn't happen.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about it.
How was your shoulder wrestling? Any pain?
So junior year when I came back, kind of sucked.
Yeah.
I had a terrible brace, but
Big bulky? Or...
not even, it just wasn't supportive.
Yeah.
But this year it was good. It was pretty good. Just couple matches where my opponent was yanking on it. That's really it. But it's wrestling.
That's what I was worried about, because that was something I thought about, putting the brace on, but I just felt like it would be a target. But people like they'd see the brace and be like, okay, like let me just yank on his shoulder and just try to break him down, and I just didn't like that idea.
Yeah, especially if it were to happen, it could go south really fast.
It could, and once it suplexes, it's like your arm just becomes.
The only way to put it back in is force. Yeah.
Well, luckily, it never got to that point where I had to have somebody pop. No, like it went back on its own.
Yeah, that's what mine did.
Yeah, but you feel that.
I felt it. It was.
Isn't it such a nasty feeling?
It's a gross feeling.
It is. It doesn't feel right.
No, not at all.
Yeah. How many times has it happened?
Once.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Maybe a couple more.
Yeah.
Maybe like 3 or 4.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. Hopefully never again.
Yeah.
But
we'll see.
So you're from Lindenhurst, right? You came to Massapequa 3rd grade?
Yeah, 2nd grade.
2nd grade, okay. And then how was your experience at Massapequa? Good?
Yeah, I went to Fairfield.
Fairfield.
It was a bit rough the first 2-3 years, obviously, as any new student.
Yep.
But came out, meet some boys, like lifelong friends. So probably stay in contact with through college. So glad I came here, like I said.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's hard because you're so you think Lindenhurst that's just the way it is everywhere, and then when you go somewhere else, you're like,
it was completely different.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I came here. It's kind of hard, 2nd grade when I came here 2nd grade, so everyone in my grade grew up with each other from kindergarten to 1st, and even pre-K.
Yeah.
Because they lived here, but luckily I had another kid who moved with me at the same time, so we became friends quick, and then we found a group, and now we're still all a big group. So
it could definitely be hard moving at a young age,
A young age. Honestly, I think it's worse if you move out in your teens.
I agree.
Yeah, because especially the start of high school.
Yeah.
I think that's the roughest point. Because
it is very difficult, because at that point, I feel like everyone starts to get their clicks.
Yeah,
and then you're just like, okay, like I have to make a choice. Like who am I gonna? You go to lunch 5th period, and you got to figure out who am I gonna sit with.
And then you move. It's like, nah, I don't know a single person. Yeah.
I think definitely when at that age, it's definitely you feel like it's very awkward, like going up to a group of people, But I feel like now that I'm older, I don't know if you ever heard it. It's only awkward if you make it.
Yeah.
So like if you just sit down and you really pretend like you know everybody.
Yeah, I've learned that.
Right.
In the gym, actually, I started randomly because sometimes I get like bad social anxiety.
Yeah.
So it's weird. So I'll be in the gym and then someone will walk up to me, I'll freeze. But recently I just started going up to people like, hey, can you spot me? Can you give me some advice on this lift? Just get a conversation going.
Yeah.
So now every time I walk in, I pretty much know most of the guys at the gym now.
Yeah.
I go in, say what's up. Sometimes I'll work out with some of them for a bit. It's
maybe get a couple sets.
That's
right. Yeah. No, I think you'd be surprised how open people are willing to be.
Especially in the gym community.
Definitely.
Honestly, it's probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite community.
Really?
In the world, yeah. I just think everyone wants to see everyone succeed. It's a very rare thing today. Because people just try to tear each other down.
Yeah.
In the gym, it's not the case. You go, I don't know how export it's not very it's not big in the what's the word? It's not a big group. They're not a family. I know Onyx. They host events and everything.
Yeah.
All the people know there. I would assume Bev's is like that too.
Bev's is similar.
Bev's
they
like
have
that.
some events.
Yeah. But out of all the gyms, I think Export's the most separated. Usually I would expect them to have events, but it's not killer.
It's a commercial gym.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's not, they go by their company, and it's more of a gym I see where, people are going after work or
you're
before
right.
work, and they're just, they're just trying to get a lift in.
Yeah. And Onyx and Bev's is powerlifting. Bev's is
Powerball, bodybuilding.
Yeah,
it's more bodybuilding.
Yeah. And then I think Onyx is the same one.
Yeah,
It's
probably
similar to Bev's. Yeah.
I hear it's a very nice gym.
It's very nice. Very expensive though.
Yeah.
It's like $45 a month.
Yeah.
Which is.
It's up there. It's definitely up there on the. I mean, it's definitely not as cheap as Planet Fitness. I'll tell you that.
Or Export.
Yeah. Even Export's starting to get a little pricey. Last time I checked was like 30.
I think it's 30 if you want everything. It's 30 if you want basketball access and pool access. I think without that stuff, it's like 20.
Yeah, but you know what's funny is, I mean, not to like diss them or anything.
Yeah, no.
Like with the 20, it's not just 20. I think you have to pay 100 every year for.
Yes. So that's.
So that's why I'm like, you know what, man? At this point, I'd rather just pay the 30.
Yeah.
Or they have like the 2-year thing for like 500. I think they have some different deals.
It's weird. But they don't have a day pass either.
That really annoys me.
Yeah, like, I'll try to bring someone in. It's like, hey, can they just get a day pass for a day, like 20? And they'll be like, we don't do day passes. Like,
you have to buy.
You have to get it in a month, but you pay for the month and we'll just cancel it today. I was like, so just give me a day pass then. If I'm gonna pay the 20,
they should definitely have a day pass. Maybe $5-10.
Yeah, something.
Because it would be nice once in a while to go on Export. Because now that I'm going to Bev's, I canceled
Export.
I canceled Export because I'm not paying for both.
Yeah. Bev's, not to this. Bev's is probably a better gym, I would assume.
I mean,
they probably have working machines, everything's
it's
intact.
Yeah.
But
it's a different type of gym.
Yeah.
I feel like Export is more of a, but it also has more stuff. Like it has a basketball court, it has a pool. Like Bev's doesn't have that.
Got it.
But when it comes to the bodybuilding of the equipment, it's gonna be spot on. Right? It's gonna be the real deal.
It has to be.
The best of the best.
Yeah.
And I think another cool thing is the people you see.
At Bev's, yeah.
At Bev's, yeah.
What did you see? You saw Jay Cutler there?
Saw Jay.
Yeah.
Saw Jay.
I saw that post.
You
That
did.
was sick, yeah.
Yeah.
That was nice.
I have to say Jay's bigger
in person.
Yeah.
Really?
You would think now that like he's done competing, like you think he'd be not small, but
like
you think he would get
like
a lot
the muscle
smaller.
Definition would be like not there.
Yeah, it's no, like
It's
don't
still
kid you.
there.
Like he's big. Like you compare him to like me. He's big.
Yeah.
He's big. He's just not, I guess,
Like,
as big as he was, right?
He's not like Mr. Olympia status.
He's not. Yeah, he's not Mr. Olympia big, but he's pretty big.
Got it.
In every podcast,
It always
there's
rains.
no. There's just something.
There's something.
There's always something. So I talked about this in a couple podcasts before this with Noah, right? I get these interruptions. I have to make choices. Do I just kind of try to cover it up and pretend like it's not happening? No. I'm going to embrace this part. Let's embrace the ring. And we're going to let it go throughout. I could get up and try to stop it, but we're not going to.
We'll let it ring.
We're going to let it ring.
It's done.
It's done. Just like that. Woo! That's how we do it.
Yeah.
So back to what we were talking about, with Jay, right? So he's a big dude, and there's just a lot of guys there who they're huge.
Yeah.
They're huge. A really funny story. This happened maybe a week ago. I'm posing in the posing room, and I got my shirt off, whatever. And I'm posing, and I'm Josh is recording me.
Got it. Yeah.
And this massive dude just comes in, and it's just, again, for me, it's like I have to make that choice where it's like, and the dude's watching me. Like he's not even posing, he's just watching me. And I have to make that choice where it's like, do I kind of like try to hide, or am I gonna show this guy what's up?
Yeah.
Right? Am I gonna? And that's what I did. I'm
Might as well.
I'm gonna show. I'm gonna show him a posing routine. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And I mean, he seemed pretty impressed. I mean, he's like,
Nice.
He's like, wow, you hit that pose well. I'm like, thank you, man, thank you. But
I gotta start learning to pose.
yeah, that's definitely it's an art.
Yeah,
It's an art, and it's something me and Jordan, Josh, like we're still trying to learn.
Yeah,
Because it's not as easy as it seems.
No.
It seems very simple.
there's definitely a couple that I'm good at.
Yeah. What's your
My favorite one?
Yeah.
My favorite one's probably double bi.
You know what? Same here. Same here. I think it's just I don't know. I don't think it's that.
It's not that complicated.
Yeah.
Especially if it shows your whole body off. If you have good lats, good. Especially if you have good legs and you could get your legs in there.
Yeah.
It's a good pose.
It is. It is.
I'm trying to get my lat spread down. It's weird. I have high lat insertions. So,
You do.
Yeah, so lat spreading's not easy. Yeah.
You know what? If you really think about it, though, I don't think lat spreading is really that aesthetic. To me, it doesn't really look like that.
Unless you have
Unless you have massive lats, then it looks cool. But if but I don't think it's that. I think it's an overrated pose, in my opinion. I think back double biceps great.
So you think it's an overrated pose for gym, or you think it's an overrated pose for Mr. Olympia and all that?
I guess if you're gonna go Mr. Olympia, I guess it does show.
Yeah.
I mean, it shows your lats, right? So it shows who's got bigger lats. But I think for like
commercial, just if you're
just aesthetics.
Yeah.
To me, it's just not. It's kind of like a bulky kind of pose.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you have a really small waist, it's hard to really show off that.
Yeah, I have a big waist.
Yeah. Do you really?
Yeah, my V cut doesn't start. My V cut's under my pants line, so my shorts cover my V taper. I have to not pull them down, but I have to lower them a bit, and then you'll see my V taper, which is kind of annoying. But I don't have lower abs, so.
Really?
Not yet. I'm working on them.
Gotcha. Are you you're cutting?
Trying to. I just want to stay consistent. It's hard being consistent.
It is.
With cutting.
It is. I think mentally it takes a toll.
Yeah, definitely. Especially in the summer. Wrestling it was easy because I had to make weight. Yeah. And track because I don't want to get too big.
True.
Else I'll be slow.
True.
But now it's I don't have anything.
I'm gonna tell you why it's harder. It's harder because take wrestling as an example. You have to make the weight one time and you cut for a week, 2 weeks at max. Yeah. And then you go right back to eating the way you are. But for cutting, I guess from a bodybuilding perspective, you can't.
You cut for months.
You cut for months. And that takes a toll on you.
Yeah.
That takes a toll on you, and you have to get used to that, being hungry all the time. Even for me, right now I'm on prep, right?
Okay.
So
what are you doing, a show?
Yeah.
Nice.
Where? I'm planning. Not sure. It's somewhere in the city.
Oh,
right?
Nice.
And Jordan and Josh, the three of us.
Oh, all three of you
all
doing
three of us are gonna do it.
That's sick.
It's a little scary to think about. Sometimes I'm I'm
sure.
amped up, but then you wake up and you see yourself flat, and you're like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
This might not go too good. But it definitely forces you to stay on top of your cut.
Yeah.
And for me, 12 weeks, that's a long time.
How? You're 12 weeks out?
No, I am 8 weeks out now. So it's been a solid month of cutting.
Okay.
And I have to say, it's, I've had my moments where I'm just bro, I don't want to do this anymore.
When's the show?
August 4th.
Okay. Oh, so you got a little time.
Got some time.
Yeah.
Got some time, but it is cool. It's fun to see yourself, all that body fat just getting shredded.
Yeah.
That's half the battle's just maintaining that muscle tissue, though. You don't want to lose that.
You can't not eat enough because then you'll lose muscle too.
Absolutely.
You'll just, if you don't eat enough and work out, you're burning muscle.
Yeah.
But if you eat too much, you're gaining fat. So you really need to find a sweet spot. Which is hard.
Slow. You have to do it slow.
Yeah. It's trial and error. A lot of it.
It is.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think if you really want to, you can do it, obviously, with anything.
Absolutely.
But it's just don't make excuses about it, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Don't fail at it, or don't cheat it, and then complain to someone that you don't look the way you look. because of this, because of that. It's like, no, you didn't do it right. You took a shortcut, and you're paying the consequences.
Yeah, absolutely.
Simple. But
no, I agree. I think when it comes to maybe not lifting, but I would say more like the aesthetics and looking a certain way. Like you have to use things to look that way. You know, and yes, there's a genetic component. Some people are just naturally leaner, or can just put on more muscle tissue than others. But I think if you do things the right way, I think regardless, I think you can surprise yourself.
Oh, 100%.
And you're right, it's just trial and error. Like one thing I find really interesting is if I eat really clean for a long period of time, I'll actually start to look flat.
Okay.
But then once I eat something maybe like high in sugar, or high in sodium, it'll make me pop.
Okay.
Right? So you just
that's interesting.
Yeah. So you just have to, I guess, keep those things in mind.
Like try different stuff. Like
you do.
Switch it up a bit.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta shock the
body.
Yeah,
you don't want your body to get used to something for a long period of time, and then it just flat lines.
Yeah. And same thing with when it comes to lifting a weight, right? You don't want to keep lifting the same weight over and over. You want to go up a little, go down a little. Higher, lower reps,
or even like just switch the way you work out. Like go for less weight, more reps, or lower reps, higher weight.
Yeah.
Or even recently, I just switched. I used to do pyramid, so I used from lower to higher. But I found out at my higher weights, I'll be very fatigued.
Yeah.
I hated that, so I just went to reverse pyramid now, and my weight has shot up in most of my lifts.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Anything in particular?
So flat bench, when I was doing pyramid, it would. I think I was stuck at 65.
Okay.
And then recently I just got 75 up for 6. Okay. And they're like good reps.
Yeah.
And then I just go down, and then I don't do dumbbell incline anymore. I used to. I do it on the Smith machine.
Okay.
But
why don't you do it on the dumbbells?
I liked it for a while, but I just stopped feeling it. So I was like, let me switch it up. Let me
That's what you have to do.
Yeah, I was like, let me switch it up. And especially my chest is the weakest point in my body.
Really?
Yes, shock. Like, I wish it wasn't, but it is. I think when you have a weaker chest, it makes your stomach pop, so that's my issue on that. I have a small chest, my stomach pops. Doesn't look bad, but like it doesn't look how I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One thing I'll say about chest is you can't go wrong having a bigger chest.
Yeah. No.
There's really no downside. The only downside is like if your arms are very small.
Yeah.
It could make what I mean. Like you want to make sure your arms are kept.
Well, that I have my arms are in proportionate to my chest. My arms are way bigger.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, I was thinking of just taking arms out of the rotation for a bit.
You could do that.
Like a week, like 2 weeks, and just go chest, back, shoulders, chest, back, shoulders. Or chest back legs, chest back legs.
That works.
I haven't hit legs in a while.
Really?
Yeah.
You haven't hit legs in a while?
Nope.
Wow.
No. I haven't hit them since November. Because wrestling started, I was like, not hitting legs there. And then track started, I was like, definitely not hitting legs during track.
Yeah.
So.
Any advice to the viewers about getting massive legs, specifically calves? Come on, we got to talk about it, right?
So I've always had big calves as a kid. My dad has humongous ones.
Does he?
Yeah, huge.
Yeah. That's something I've always been trying. I've always want bigger calves.
For me, I hit on my leg day that I used to do.
Yeah.
I would hit every calf machine in the gym.
Okay. How many is that?
I think we have 2. I think there's 2, but I would always throw in like a workout or 2 just to really hit them, because the one at Export, they have the standing one. It's good, but I feel like it's kind of like it's using your whole leg, because like you're standing up and like it's on your shoulders, so like a bit of it could be your shoulders. That's helping your calves.
You could technically shrug, and that helps. Yeah.
And I was like,
Agreed.
I'm doing like, because I can max that machine out. Like,
Can you really?
yeah, I can max it
Really?
out for like 6. And I'm like,
That's
like,
nuts.
all right, so, but then I go over to the seated one and it's a lot harder. Because
How much you usually do on seated?
on seated, probably a plate and a 25.
Okay.
So nothing crazy.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But I like the seated one better because it isolates your calves more.
Agreed.
And
yeah.
Yeah, and then sometimes I'll just step on. I'll go into like a Smith machine and do calf squats or like close squats, so like it really focuses my calves while I'm standing on like a 45 plate.
Yes. Okay.
So I'll do that, and even the leg press. Sometimes I'll go on and I'll just leg press. I'll just go there on the leg press, load it up. So
Gotcha.
yeah, it's advice for calves.
There you go.
Yeah, if you want veins in your calves, I don't know how to help you with that. But
I think that's a little bit more genetic.
Yeah, I have a couple of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick. Even that, when it comes to the leg veins,
Mhm.
I don't know why. Like I'm vascular with my
Yeah.
arms, but when it comes to my legs, I don't get. Maybe I have one vein on a good day, but I don't get many veins. How about you? You do.
Veins do run through my legs.
No way.
Yeah,
That's sick.
I have when I do hit legs.
That you get.
Yeah, they'll pop here. Here I'll have them. Sometimes I'll have a couple on my shin.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, usually I get like
Yeah, the
one,
shin ones. Yeah,
one on the shin.
so I get those, and then yeah, they course down.
That's sick.
So it's nice.
Yeah.
I want to start hitting legs just to like see it, but when I ran track, they would pop out a bit because obviously I'm running on my toes constantly.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure that helps build up. Legs.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of track athletes have pretty big legs.
Yeah. Plyos too. Those help. With
Yeah.
legs. Those help with your whole leg.
Yeah. Do you do plyometrics?
Yeah. Jordan got me into them. Actually.
Yeah.
Jordan and Noah.
Yes. Okay.
From track. Yeah. Yeah, they got me into them. So
would
I
you
started
say
doing
that by doing plyometrics you've gotten a lot faster?
Yeah, I think I've gotten faster. My legs have definitely felt more powerful.
Yeah.
My knee pain's going away.
Really?
So,
you had some knee pain?
I had a bit of knee pain. That's one of the reasons I also stopped hitting legs.
Really?
Yeah, my knees used to lock, so it was weird. Like if I bend it past a certain point, my knee would, like, let's say it would lock here.
Yep.
And then I wouldn't be able to like move it, or it'd be very painful to like straighten it out. So I would leave it here. I would leave it here for a bit, but eventually my hamstring would start to cramp up. So I would have no choice but to extend it, and it would pop a bit.
So let's just say you're running, right?
No, it wouldn't happen when I was running.
Just like
It's
walking
crazy.
around.
Sometimes yes, but if I were to lay down and like bend my knee past a certain point, that's when it would happen.
Really? So you would bend your leg like this,
like
and it would just get stuck here.
Yeah.
And you just couldn't.
Couldn't
move it.
I would be able to move it. Like I was able to. It just hurt really bad.
Wow.
And I wanted an MRI for it, but
And you didn't get one?
no,
yet?
I didn't.
You definitely should get it.
I definitely should, but you know, it hasn't happened in a while.
Okay. How long are we talking?
9th grade.
Oh, okay.
So,
That's good. Maybe
I was
it's just.
Yeah.
No,
I
it's just a thing.
I was thinking that it's like that was from COVID, and I was also really lazy. So it could be that I wasn't moving. I was getting.
You never know. It
Yeah.
could be.
Maybe fluid could have built up something. Could have been something.
Yeah. Is it just one leg?
It happened. It used to be, and then it happened to both. But they're really good now. My right knee's good. Sometimes I get a little pain in my left knee, but the plyos help with that a lot. Yeah,
Gotcha.
definitely help. I recommend it for everyone.
Really? Even non-athletes? Or?
Yeah,
Really?
even non-athletes, no matter what.
What is so special about plies? I
I really
mean,
couldn't
you
tell
go
you.
in the box, you jump, right? Like what? What is?
I just think it's convenient for everyone. It's like you don't need a weight, you don't need special equipment. You could use a chair for 'em. Depth jumps, jump off a chair, get back up, or even like you really could use your surroundings for it. So you don't need a designated. You don't need much exactly. So if you have time, 15 minutes a day, do a couple sets of plyos. It'll change. It'll make a difference.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I wonder if they have plows for your upper body.
I wouldn't be shocked if they do.
They have to, right?
I
The
would
only
see.
thing I could think of is like doing like a push-up and then like exploding.
Yeah. I feel like
Oh, you know, it's another one. You take the ball and you
Yeah,
smash
that.
it, right? That's a plyo.
Maybe. Maybe they might consider sled. No. Maybe that's for legs.
I mean, maybe if you're going and you like push
Yeah.
it really hard, but even then though you're using your legs for that,
Yeah.
right? More hamstrings, a little bit your shoulders, but
Yeah. It's weird. Yeah.
interesting.
In terms of the gym, my main focus currently is growing my chest. Which,
I get that.
yeah,
I get that.
but
It's good that you have a goal though.
yeah, but I probably, during college, I'll probably bulk up to 160,
Okay.
and then I'll cut back down to 150 after winter, obviously. So
Yeah.
I think that'll be good. Hopefully my chest grows from that. Put weight on, muscle obviously too, and then cut back down. Hopefully chest grows a bit, but also it's also the way you work out.
Yeah.
So I'm big on my form,
Yeah. That's
especially with my shoulder.
yeah,
I
there you
have
go.
to be.
Same here. Same here.
So
Because that was something I was always very worried about getting back into lifting.
mhm.
Like how do you know, you got the shoulder thing, right? So you kind of it's always in the back of your mind. For me, I just like to stay away from things that hurt.
Mhm.
You know, or even just things that I could foresee it,
Mhm,
right?
yeah.
So I think not to diss this exercise, but barbell bench press.
I don't barbell.
I don't either. I will incline.
I do.
I
I
will
like
incline,
incline
'cause incline
It's
is
like
more
you have the
range.
support and everything.
Yeah, it's not as hard on the
Yeah.
shoulder, but flat. Especially when you go heavy,
Mm-hmm.
it's hard. It's hard on your
Yeah.
shoulder, and it's just. I don't think it's worth it. I think you could do dumbbells and get.
Yeah.
And
You
and
get.
get
I
a
like
better
dumbbells
squeeze,
better.
and you can go heavy too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not saying
100%.
you have to go light. I mean, you can go heavy, but you know,
Yeah.
it just feels better.
And also, I found out that dumbbells don't hurt my wrist as much as barbell.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes I'll be doing barbell, Smithy, and I'll get little pains in my wrist. Obviously, it's a lot of weight on there, so you're bound to like feel some pain in your wrist.
Interesting.
I heard wrist wraps help with that a lot, though.
Yeah.
which I
Do you
need.
use wrist wraps?
I need to get them.
Can't hurt.
No.
You know, it's funny you say that because even for me, my wrists feel fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I look at this from a logistical standpoint, right? So, like, look how small my wrists are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if I'm taking 100-pound dumbbells,
Mm-hmm.
bench
You
pressing,
never know.
you know what I mean? Like, what
Yeah.
if something
Yeah.
snaps or something, or if I turn the wrong way, and you know, and I just think about that, and I'm like, I can't have this
Yeah.
like stop me from lifting.
Yeah.
Because there's gonna come a point where you're lifting more than
You can support.
you can support.
Which,
you know,
yeah, which is big. It's scary when you start to get up there in the weight. It does get scary if you don't use the right form.
absolutely.
But I will invest in wrist wraps. You know, I have to
Yeah,
because I fractured my wrist a couple of years
you
ago.
did. So okay, so you have a
I do have an injury in my wrist, but it wasn't it wasn't a major fracture, but the doctor thought I sprained it, so I wasn't given the right treatment.
really.
So I was just put in a little like wrap and a little mold for a week and a half, and then after that was over, I still noticed like some pain in my wrist. I have an indent from it actually.
Really?
That's how
I see.
Yeah, it's weird, but it's right there.
You can see this,
It's not as like deep.
like right here.
Yeah, somewhere. It's not as.
So it's like it indents right
Mhm.
here.
It's not as deep on this one
Yeah,
as it is on this one. If you,
gotcha.
it's a little different, but
Yeah.
it's definitely noticeable. But yeah, so they didn't give me the right treatment, obviously, but
How does your wrist feel now?
it feels good. It healed how it healed. I used to get minor pain when I was doing reverse curls on my wrist, but
Yeah.
not anymore.
even then, like with that exercise, right? Like you don't need to do that exercise. You could do
I
curls.
I do reverse curls more for my forearms rather than my biceps.
Yeah. It's always good to have big forearms,
mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, it helps.
Yeah. That's what I mean when you think about it. Calves and forearms, like you're wearing a short sleeve shirt like that, like people can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you go to shake somebody's hand, they're seeing your forearm.
My limbs are the strong points of my genetics.
Yeah.
So I'm glad for that, honestly.
I think it's good to. I think it's good. And like I said, you have a focus. You know, okay, my chest. And you said your back. The lat insertions are high.
Yeah.
Right? So
but
you just.
I have a good back. Like my lats aren't bad, but most of my back is very good. It's very good, especially when I'm lean. So, this year actually, or technically not this year, November of 23.
Yeah.
Me and my cousin went to Vegas with my family.
Mm-hmm.
So it was his family and my family. So my aunt, uncle, and my 2 first cousins, and then my mom, my dad, and my brother. We went to Vegas to go see a Raider game versus the Jets because we're big Jet fans.
Okay.
So we made like a weekend trip out of it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We went Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So we were there for a while, you know, had fun. But not middle of it, but it was the start of wrestling season.
Oof.
And we had certifications that Saturday we got back from Vegas. So me and my cousin were in Vegas cutting, working out, treadmill. We did 2 hours of working out, then we did an hour of cardio every day at 7 a.m. And we would eat 1 meal a day.
Oof. Because
we had to make the weight.
Well, what weight were you trying to
So we both went there weighing 138.
Who's your cousin?
He goes to West Islip.
Oh, okay. So,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So he goes to West Islip, but he wrestles.
Yeah.
We were trying to certify at 124. And we tried to get as close to that as possible.
How'd you do?
So we went there weighing 138. We were there. We were there for 5 days, maybe less.
138.
138.
It's hard. It's not.
We left weighing 128. So we lost 10 pounds in 5 days.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the weight cutting, man,
it's extreme
it's
when it turns to wrestling or MMA. It's very big. It's not like bodybuilding because it depletes your body more. I think it depletes your body more than cutting for bodybuilding because you have to do it in such a short period amount of time that you actually might have to starve yourself for a day or two. Rather, where bodybuilding, you eat very little calories, but maybe not a lot, but you're still eating.
True.
So there were days where I just didn't eat.
Yeah.
And so how
was that, not eating?
It's the first couple of days sucks, but you get used to it.
You do.
I did at least. It's also good to, I did some research. It's good to fast every once in a while and just drink straight water for like a day or two. But
one thing I will say,
I couldn't even drink water.
That's where it becomes a problem. So
it was a problem with water.
So for the viewers, right? When you cut weight, it's really the water that you're craving. Like you get to a point where the food you kind of accept it.
Yeah, I could go without food.
You literally.
I could do without food.
I remember cutting and just being like, you know what?
I don't need food.
I don't need food, but I'm like, dude,
I need water, especially after a practice. After a practice and you can't have water, that's terrible.
Even with the hydration, though, it's really just that day before when you cut out all that water.
Yeah, that's what it was. So we left weighing 128.
Yeah.
And then we certification Saturday. We got back Tuesday. So we had to maintain all of that till Saturday.
And what day is it?
We got back Tuesday. So
you had to go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Yeah. I drank very little water. The day before I didn't drink any water, which screwed me. Because I didn't pass hydration.
Oh, you got caught.
I got caught.
Dude, same thing with me.
I didn't pass it. My cousin did. I was like, I was really pissed.
Oh, dude.
But the next day, I went for research. That night, I drank water. I went to the gym. Came back. I probably weighed maybe a pound more So
Not too
129, no. And stepped on. I was crawling into the bathroom to pee.
Were you?
I had to pee so bad, and
because
they make you wait. You can't go in. Yeah. So me and my friend,
we got to get into this. So to certify for high school wrestling, it's a process.
Yeah.
It's a process. So the first thing you got to do to even step on the scale, you have to pass the hydration test.
Mm-hmm.
So what's really difficult about certification versus weigh-ins is that not only do you have to make the weight, but you actually have to be hydrated. So water weighs in your body. So an example, right? So I drink a pound of water.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna gain a pound on the scale.
Yeah.
So what wrestlers do is they cheat, not cheat. I mean everybody does it,
Yeah.
but you dry yourself out. So what I would do is I would actually drink a gallon of water a couple days before, and then the day before I'd cut my water out completely.
Yeah.
Go to practice, put on some sweat a ton, check my weight. If I was good, we're chilling. Usually I need to get a little bit more off, so I'd go for a run.
Got it.
And then I usually wake up a little extra early just to make sure, check myself, and then if I'm good, chill, we go to the plate. If not, I go for another run, whatever.
Yeah.
Go to the thing. But for this, you have to be hydrated. So what me and Mike, seems like we fell into the same trap where we tried to, what I did was they told me 3 bottles of water.
Yep.
And I drank like 2.
Yeah. I drank 3.
Yeah.
I drank 3 that day.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't drink any before. I didn't drink any the day before, which is big. And also what helps is liquid IV.
Really?
That really
that helps your hydration?
It helps your hydration because, so a lot of people think so when you pee, obviously, if you're clear, it's considered hydrated.
Yeah.
But you can't strictly go off the color of it.
Yeah.
Because it's a chemical test.
Gotcha.
They're not looking at the color, they're looking at the chemicals in it.
So if you take a liquid IV, it would pass?
Maybe not 1. I took 2.
And how'd it go?
My pee was, it wasn't clear. It wasn't the clearest, but it was hydrated. So I passed the second day, suffering, crawling into the bathroom because we were waiting 3 hours to pee.
This is another point we have to talk about. So, everything in wrestling is just, I feel like it's just miserable. Everything is a battle. Even the piss test is a battle. So you're probably saying, whoa, what do you mean? So coach tells you drink 3 bottles before you certify, right? Before let's just say the bus comes at 5, you want to drink the water by 3 o'clock. So you drink the water, everything's all great and dandy. But then you get there and, those 3 bottles, I drank 4 bottles because I wanted to make sure I'm passing this thing. So I drank 4.
Just sitting in you.
And you think it's all good. Okay, we're gonna get there. You go. It's immediate, right? No.
You wait hours.
You have to wait. I'm gonna say at least 2 hours before you're getting, getting to that.
Before you're lining up.
Before you're even lining up. And what's really funny about it is you will see kids. Like I literally remember seeing kids and they're like,
oh, that's what I was doing.
Yeah, they're kids like that.
Me and my friend crawled into the locker room to pee. We couldn't stand. We couldn't stand straight up.
It's brutal.
It's definitely not good. Definitely not.
But one thing I will say, I remember I'm sitting there on the bleachers, and I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I've come too far to not hold this in. And I said to myself, you know what? I'll wait all night.
Yeah.
I'll wait. I don't care what it takes, because I was locked in, man. After going through that whole weight cut, for me, I'll take it up a notch. So you cut from 138 to what, 123?
Yeah, about 124 we got to.
So me, I wanted to get to 126, right? I was 140 at the time. I wanted to get to 126, but I didn't know how it worked, because, I had to be 126 and hydrated. So I thought if I drink 3-4 pounds of water, I really should be 122, 121.
Yeah, but a lot of people think that you have to, first 4 certifications, you have to be the exact weight you want to wrestle.
I didn't realize that.
Oh, okay.
I learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
And then I get there, and because they go by body fat also. So for me, I think I was 8%.
Okay.
And they gave me whatever. They gave me 4 pounds, and I remember they said hey, you get 4 pounds. I'm like, Are you kidding me? Like, you made me
Yeah.
go through hell for 4,
Mhm.
and I ended up certifying 121,
Yeah.
which I was so pissed.
Yeah.
But I was also thankful that I didn't certify for 120. Because
Mhm.
like if I was able to wrestle 120,
Your coach
I would
would've
have
put
killed
you
that.
there?
He might have put me
might
there.
have sent you down.
So I'm happy I ended up going 121. But let me tell you, the whole certification process destroyed me. Like, it was just a rough start to the season.
It's the worst week in wrestling, I think.
And it kind of woke me up like, okay, Rich, welcome to wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah. It's big. People don't realize that you don't have to be that weight you want to wrestle at.
Yeah.
You just
learn.
Yeah. If you wrestle, just get maybe. It depends on your body fat, obviously, but if you know you have a decent amount of body fat, I would say if you want and you want to like be enjoyable or enjoy somewhat of the process, maybe step on a scale, maybe 2 pounds, 3 pounds over what you want to make for the season.
Yeah.
Because that's what I did.
Yeah.
I stepped on a scale 128 and I went to certify for
126?
124.
24.
So I stepped on 4 pounds over.
And it worked out?
Yeah, worked out. So
yeah, you just gotta learn those little intricacies. But I feel like my advice, I know everybody says like you gotta cut weight, but it's like it sucks so much.
Yeah.
I would
for wrestling especially, because like I said before, it's such a short amount of time and you do it that some days you're forced to go with no food and no water, which is big. Definitely not healthy.
Yeah,
but
definitely. I agreed. But I think what's hard about it is like you certify. I'm thinking, everything's all great and dandy. But it's like, okay, now you have to wrestle at that weight every single time. And it is just, it's a nightmare. I'm going to be honest. It's a nightmare.
For me, it was easy because I didn't wrestle at 24 because we had really good 24s this year. I got saved. I was wrestling at 132.
That's nice.
131.
That's awesome.
And I was weighing in at like 134. So like cutting 3 pounds it's nothing in a week, especially.
Yeah. It's just scary because what happened with me was now I'm a 126 pounder, and I'm eating, I'm starving, so I come back and I'm eating, and then I get up to like 138.
Oh god.
And now I'm like, okay,
you have to go back down.
I have to go back down 12 pounds. Like that's 12 pounds.
Yeah.
And it's so intimidating. Especially
100%.
Of course, wrestling's a winter sport, right?
Yeah.
So it's during Christmas time, and it's like there's literally all these temptations
to eat. Well, they give us
the 2 pounds.
The 2 pounds.
AKA the Christmas gift.
The Christmas
gift. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
I know it's summertime, but
yeah. But wrestling. I'm glad I did it. It taught me a lot about my body, especially.
Yeah.
After wrestling in a month, I shot up 20 pounds. I shot up to 150.
Did you really?
Yeah, I'm down to 145 now. So
wow.
And counting. So
see me, I was the opposite.
You lost weight after the season?
I lost weight. When I was after the season, I was like 130.
Okay.
Because I guess my body just.
Yeah.
I think it's because I lost muscle mass.
That could be it. Yeah.
It literally sucked me dry, man.
Fair enough.
But it was an experience.
There's no sport. There's no other sport like it.
Yeah. I'll agree with you on that. See what I mean with the,
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it, you know what I mean? So you're going to LSU.
Yeah.
Right? You're a kinesiology major. What are your plans for the future?
So I used to work at Schwartz Physical Therapy.
Okay.
So
how was it there?
I liked it. It was good. I was doing more than I was supposed to.
Really?
Told by one of my coworkers. I was doing a decent amount. So like I was stimming, I was icing, I was helping people with their workouts, and I was filling out like some I was filling out papers I don't know if I was supposed to be filling them out, but
Like
got
for the
my
people?
yeah, but the person I work under was like, here, can you fill this out? I was like, sure. So I was like, if he's telling me to do it, I'm gonna do it, obviously, like an intern would. But one of the coworkers pulled me aside and was like, as an intern, you're just supposed to shadow the guy. You're not even supposed to touch anything. I was like, listen, I've been here 3 months and I've been doing this. I'm just gonna stick with it. And then it was on me that I wasn't getting paid, because within a month I probably could have went to one of the people like, is there a way I could start getting paid? I've been here for a month. Like, is there a test I could take to start getting paid? Because they put you through tests to like go up in rankings.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
So it's like, he was like, yeah. Unfortunately, I asked too late, and I asked right when wrestling started, so couldn't even work there anymore.
Yeah.
So I want to start working at another place, maybe Schwartz again, maybe a different one.
What place you have in mind?
I don't know. My dad knows someone who owns one, and then my dad wants me to work at a different one that he got PT at. I don't know the names of them, but he said they're really good.
In Massapequa?
Yeah. So
Park Physical Therapy?
maybe it's right near Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, Park
It's-
Physical.
yeah, right
That's actually
above.
the place I work.
Okay,
so-
really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so-
That's funny, man. Yeah,
Mhm.
you should.
Yeah, he wants me to work there. So I don't know. I'm gonna figure out where to work, but
What's your dad's name?
Mike.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a
Trying to
junior
think.
though.
Huh?
I'm not a junior. So
You're not.
no, I have a different middle name.
Mm-hmm. Same with me and my dad.
Got it. Yeah. So yeah, but that's what I'm probably gonna intern somewhere just so I get hours and hopefully I can make money.
Yeah.
You know, just for college, you need
Of
money.
course. It's nice to have a couple bucks in the pocket.
Yeah,
Come on.
but then also I'm gonna work for my mom.
Okay.
She's a nutritionist, and she's also a fitness instructor and a kickboxing instructor.
Okay.
So she has her own company.
Really?
Yeah, it's called Unleashed. So her website, I think it's unleashed.com. She posts kickboxing videos, workout videos, and I think you just click on the website, scroll, you find a video, and then you pay for a subscription, and then you get the videos. I think it's like a monthly subscription or a yearly. But she's like, listen, you go to the gym. I want you to make workout videos teaching my clientele how to use like the machines, what to do, like, you know, to like grow this muscle, that muscle.
There you go.
I was like, okay, like, am I gonna get paid? She's like, yeah, whatever revenue you bring in, if they like the video, they'll post it, and you'll get paid by the view, and whatever revenue you bring in, you'll get. I was like, okay, so I'll be doing that over summer,
Okay.
and then if that takes off, if I enjoy it, if the videos do well, I could always branch it out to social media, which I'm kind of
Shout out to the podcast, man. Unleashed.
Mhm.
Check it out.
Yeah, which I'm thinking of doing because
Okay.
nowadays it seems like that's the way to go. It's a lot of work, but
Just gotta put yourself
Yeah.
out there. You know, once
Yeah,
you
of
do
course.
it, it's like, say you just keep
And
you keep it rolling.
you know it's convenient because I would be able to do it in college,
True. True.
take videos, work out, and then, you know, it's not like I'm already there and I'm just telling people what to do. I get my fan base and I'd be going on the journey with them
Absolutely.
because I'm not where I want to be.
Yeah.
And I would not hope, but if my viewers aren't, we'd be on the same page.
Yeah.
So,
I completely get that.
but in terms of my major, probably I want to be like an athletic trainer or something,
Okay.
something around there. Maybe a PT.
Yeah.
I just need something to make money,
Yeah. Of course.
or even work at a gym. You know, fitness instructor, which is what I'm gonna do at LSU. I'm gonna get certified as a fitness instructor.
Really.
Yeah, because
I was thinking about getting a certain personal trainer.
Yeah, they said when I was down there, we visited, and you're like, listen, I can tell you work out. I went there. He's like, if you want, when you come down here, you could get certified as a fitness instructor. We'll pay you. You work for LSU. We'll give you money and stuff. It's like, okay, I'll definitely think about that. Probably end up doing it. So I'm gonna do that, and then I don't know. Me and my cousin had this big idea. He wants to open a gym. He's going into business.
Yeah.
So he wants to.
What type of gym?
I don't know.
You don't even know.
I would assume a bodybuilding gym because
Yeah.
he's big. Like
Is he a big dude?
He's the same height as me, but him genetically he blows me out of the water.
Really? How
Yeah.
much he weighs?
We weigh the same amount. We just look different. He has a bigger chest. His arms are around the same size as mine. So he's a very good physique. Very good. He got me into working out actually. So
Gotcha.
everything credited him. So
There you go.
He got me in, started, helps me.
Yeah.
Most reliable person I know.
Really?
Yeah, he's like a brother to me. He's my first cousin, so
Gotcha.
we see each other on a daily basis.
Okay.
So, yeah, he got me in, but he may be competing.
Really?
Yeah, I know his girlfriend's competing.
Okay.
So he's competing somewhere in Texas.
I
But
was gonna say, wouldn't it be funny if we were in the same
Yeah.
competition?
I don't know if he's competing this year, but he definitely would like to compete. But yeah, so he wants to open a gym.
Okay.
I was like, dude, if you open a gym, let me work there. I'll have my kinesiology degree. We could not make it like a PT in a gym, but we could have an area for like if anyone gets injured, I could work with them, strengthen them out, and I could also be a trainer because I know what I'm doing, and then you go from there. So hopefully it works out.
Let's
and then-
see what happens.
and
One
then we-
thing I will say.
And then we get my younger brother involved.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How old is he?
he's 14.
14.
Yeah.
Is he in the gym pumping?
Oh, yeah, he's in the gym. He's in 9th grade, but he's also
Okay.
wrestling. So
Gotcha. Yeah.
I'm not trying to push him too much now because he's still young.
Understandable.
Whenever he can go to the gym, I get him there. But with wrestling, I don't want to overwork him.
Absolutely. Yeah. You gotta find that
Yeah.
balance.
Start of next year, I'm hoping he's in there at least 4 days a week.
Yeah.
Can't monitor it though, being college. But
Yeah, it's gonna be hard.
I could
but
call in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just gotta show him how to.
hmm Yeah, that's
do it.
what I did.
Okay.
He goes on his own.
That's
Definitely
good.
goes on his own,
Yeah.
which is good. But also the eating aspect.
Yeah.
He's not the best eater,
Yeah.
but he's young,
There's plenty.
so he'll grow into it. He'll grow
Yeah.
into habits.
Of course.
But yeah, in terms of future, that's
Interesting.
what I'm hoping for.
See, seems like you got a lot of ideas, right?
I do have a lot of ideas. Yeah,
And you know what? I think that's good.
yeah. I have
You know.
pathways.
I mean, not that.
Obviously, they're not going to be as easy as I just stated.
Yeah.
It's always easier said than done, but
Of course.
hopefully it works out. Goal is to be rich, right?
Huh?
Goal is to be rich, wealthy.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll find your way.
Yeah.
You know? I will say, owning a gym it's hard. It's very
hard.
expensive.
It
If
is.
you think about it, like
It is
equipment
expensive, but
pricey.
if you become popular gym,
Oh yeah. You could
money
make
is
it
going to come in.
Yeah.
So,
See.
depends. which is why the social media aspect is good.
Yeah.
If you have a history of the gym, all that stuff, and then you open a gym, it translates. Especially if some of your viewers are living near you,
Absolutely.
they come, go, they make a fan base.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah. I also thought about joining the Marines for a bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
Little
Turn,
little
but
different.
I
Okay.
did think of it for a bit.
What age did you start thinking about it?
Probably last year at the
Last year.
college fair when they were there.
And you were really like thinking about it?
Yeah, I was generally thinking about it. I got the cards. They texted me. I was like, this could be something I do. I don't have to do it for my whole life.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 years. Do my time, get experience, become a badass. Serve the country.
Yeah.
Do all the great things.
What made you not want to do it?
It's not that I didn't want to. It's that I don't know. It just fell to the back of my head.
Yeah.
It got stuck. It's still still an idea for me, but like
even to this day.
Yeah, even to this day, I constantly think about like if college doesn't work out,
Yeah,
I could always join, like apply for it at least.
Yeah,
always apply for it. So yeah, it's definitely a thought in the back of my mind. So see what happens.
Yeah. I guess you see how the first year of LSU goes.
Yeah.
You take it from there.
Yeah.
How far did you get? Did you like call them up and everything, or was it just?
No, we were just texting.
Gotcha.
I don't think we set up an interview because wrestling.
Yeah. No, it takes up a lot.
So it's like
it does.
It's like all the interviews would be like they would want them at like 4. I was like in the middle of practice, and then Saturdays we have meets.
Yeah.
So there's a lot.
Gotcha.
But yeah, we never got to interview. But listen, if opportunity comes in the future, maybe I'll take advantage of it. Maybe I won't. We'll see.
Yeah.
See if it comes.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it definitely was a thought.
I thought about it too. I mean, not like super deep, but like kind of what you said. Like, I mean, it's a cool thing to put on your resume.
Yeah, it is.
The only part I just can't get past is
boot camp.
Not even the boot camp, but just the idea that like the government like for that period of time like has ownership over you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just don't like that.
Fair.
That idea.
Yeah,
that
fair
they
enough.
can just kind of put you wherever.
Deploy you wherever. Yeah, I get that. It's a scary thing.
It is.
Yeah.
But I think that's what makes it so. Like considered, certified badass, right? Because they just put you wherever. You just roll with the punches.
Mm-hmm.
But respect to all the
of course,
all the armed forces.
And you build a brotherhood while you're in there.
Well, I think it's 100%. I think
every day.
When you're with you're with a group of people, and you guys are everybody's just getting pushed to the limit.
Yeah.
And you develop a respect for each other.
Of course, yeah. Respect's big.
Yeah.
Where are you going to college? Where do you go?
Delphi.
Okay. Oh, so you go with Sergio and Styler.
I do.
Do you dorm there?
I don't.
Okay, so you commute.
Yeah, it's not too far. It's like 25, 30.
I know Sergio dorms there.
Does he really?
I think so.
I mean,
or maybe he doesn't. I could be wrong.
I mean,
I would. I don't know. I would assume they do because they both run track.
True.
But
I think they have practice later on. I don't know if they have
they might not commute. But yeah.
Did you think about running in college?
I did for a bit, but I was like most of the schools I applied for are all D1, like big schools. LSU's D1. Yeah. Their teams like ranked nationally like top 5.
Really? So it would be
something up there. They're up there in terms of track, but maybe intramurals, something club, sport.
Yeah, why not? Right, just have some fun.
I'm definitely gonna join a frat down there.
Really?
Yeah. Which is
Do you know what frat you already want to join? Or have any ideas?
I'm gonna join Stefano's frat.
Really?
I think it's called ATO or AOT. Okay. I'm not sure. Definitely starts with an A.
Gotcha.
But I know the colors. I think it's a light blue and a gold.
Okay.
So close to Pico.
I'm sure that'll be a good time, right?
Yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully I get in.
Oh, into the frat.
Yeah, into the frat.
Why? Is there like a
requirements
or
no? There's no requirements. Just when I went down there, I met up with Steph.
Yeah.
He was telling me, what they do as a frat, like, not the pledges obviously because they're not allowed to speak on that, but he was telling me like what they do in terms of like going out or like just chilling at the house or trips. I was like, wow, it's pretty solid. I was like honestly, I didn't hear from pretty much any of the other frats, but he was telling me about it. I was like, solid frat. Like, if I get in, seems like a good bond could be made. Some of the guys, I met some of them. They all seem solid people. Met up with some of them.
So you actually met them?
Yeah, I met some of the guys. Yeah.
When did you go there?
I visited like April 20th.
Okay, so not too long.
Not too long, yeah. But yeah, it seemed like a good frat. One of the ones high on my list, for sure. So.
It's gotta be weird. I mean today. I mean, think about this. I mean, today's really like the first day where high school's just flat out done, right? So how does that feel for you? I mean, you're experiencing it right now, literally.
So, you know, it's definitely kind of weird. I mean, I guess technically you could say it was yesterday, but it was prom, so. But yeah, no, it's definitely because we had something to do. But yeah, no, today was like the first day where I woke up, nothing to do. I didn't have to wake up early.
Yeah, it's
definitely a bit weird. Like, I'm probably not gonna see most of the people ever again, probably. So it's definitely weird. I won't be walking the hallways again, but I enjoyed high school.
Yeah,
it was fun, you know. Good memories, but yeah, no complaints.
Any I don't want to say regrets, but anything you wish you would have done differently now looking back, or
maybe like I don't know, maybe try to like get my grades up just a bit more.
Really?
But I wasn't too worried about it, especially with going to LSU. Yeah. Like I was like for a while I was like beating myself up over my grades, and then
why your grades aren't like
they're not. No, they're like 85s and up,
okay,
which isn't terrible, but some of them fall under 85. But I was beating myself up for a bit, and I was like, all right, going to college. Maybe if I get into a good one, I'm not gonna slack, but I won't have to beat myself up as much. So I got in LSU. I was like, and I took a step back. I didn't worry about my grades that much anymore. Obviously, I wanted to pass all my classes.
Of course.
So, yeah. But in terms of regrets, not many in high school. Probably none. So, no, high school was all good for me.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Maybe, I guess I probably should have started wrestling earlier.
Okay.
Maybe.
That's what made you not wrestle like as early on?
I just didn't like the idea of it. I felt like it was like dirty and everything. Like,
I mean,
like I didn't.
You're not wrong.
No, like I didn't want to like get infections. Like I heard all bad stories about like ringworm and everything, but like I was like, you know what? Let me try it.
Fun fact about ringworm is it really is like a
yeah. It's weird. But I was like, all right, you know what? Let me try it. I'd rather try it and not like it than never try it, regret not doing it, and
there you go.
So I did it. I liked it. So
yeah. Listen, it's great that you pulled the trigger and.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad I did. My dad talked me into it for a while.
He wanted you to
wrestle? Yeah, a lot of people did.
Really?
Yeah, one of the coaches was asking me from 6th grade to wrestle.
Which
Shippos? He was trying to like get me to wrestle. I just never took interest into it.
Yeah. Why do you think he asked you like you in particular, or was it more like a general?
No, it was like whenever you would see me, you'd be like, "Yo, when are you wrestling?" I was like, I don't know if I'm ever wrestling. I'm gonna be honest, like it's not for me. And then, yeah, slowly, I was like, all right, let me try it.
Yeah, there you go.
So yeah,
that's awesome. I think it's great, to try different things.
Mm-hmm.
Put
step out of your comfort zone. Yeah.
I think it'd be hard for a lot of people.
Yeah, but it wasn't easy, especially starting that late.
100%. Listen, I get that. Walking into the room and just not knowing
what to do.
Yeah.
But
how did you how did you navigate that?
Oh,
not knowing the techniques and because now did you start straight in the varsity room?
Yeah,
you did. So they go pretty fast.
Yeah, they do. So in my first tournament, I didn't know what to do. Really? They told me one thing. It was a front headlock.
I was just gonna say, you know what? As long as you get the front headlock,
only thing I learned, and it took me to the finals in that tournament.
Did it really?
Yeah, that was the same tournament I dislocated my shoulder.
So you're telling me you went to the finals with the front
strictly
headlock?
I didn't know, like, I would get on front headlock, get behind him, get on top. I wouldn't know what to do. Like, I wouldn't know, like, how to flip him or anything.
So you couldn't do anything on
no,
top? You
so my coach,
let him up?
my coach would be like, let him up, front headlock again. I just kept front headlocking everyone, and it brought me to the final.
You know, when you think, you know, it's so funny because, you know, thinking back, I always wondered, like, why the coaches just were so hung up on the front headlock. Like, what's so good about it? And what I realized about a front headlock is that I will admit, like, on really good guys, it's like it's not gonna work. It's very difficult for it to work. But it's a very safe move. Like, there's really no risk. You know, because you're putting them down to their hands and knees. They can't really do much there. Like, they can't really take you down. Like,
unless you're out of position.
Unless it's hard for really lazy and
you're
just like going and you just, you know, the guy just comes in. But because when they're on their knees and their hands, you can't.
And their heads on the mat.
And their heads on the mat. It's a hard position to work in. And it also it's very draining.
Yeah.
Very draining. When you're the guy like on the bottom, it's brutal. It's brutal.
Dragged around. Yeah, no. I think it's good on the good guys because it sets stuff up.
That's the other thing.
I like
you might not take them down from a front headlock, but you know you do front headlock and they react to it, you know, and they keep themselves up, and then you go for a shot, and then it does definitely set the tone. And I think another thing is from an endurance aspect, like gives you a little bit more grit, and I think it wears on guys. Like, if you keep front headlocking guy, he's gonna get tired, he's gonna get lazy, and then, like I said, opportunity to score maybe in a different way. But now that I'm older, I understand it a little better.
Yeah.
You know.
But yeah, that one move.
Good for you, man.
It wasn't like a crazy tournament.
Yeah. Which one was it?
Was it? Oh. It was the same. It was the same week as the Long Beach tournament.
Okay.
Was it Huntington? It might have been Huntington.
Probably was Huntington.
It was Huntington, yeah. Okay. It was like some varsity teams, and then it was some like varsity B kids that I was wrestling. But listen, first tournament is a first tournament.
You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
How was it going to that first tournament? Were you a little nervous?
Yeah, I was definitely a little nervous.
Right?
I was like, what am I gonna do?
First time you had the singlet on, you're like, you know, going on to Russell, man.
Yeah.
Did you think to yourself, like, how am I gonna do? Like,
I was like, how am I gonna score? But yeah, it was really just all reactionary, pretty much. Like,
if you really think about it, wrestling, you can't really, like, people say, like, oh, think about this and that. You can't really think. No. It's just whatever.
My whole first tournament was literally off them shooting. Like, I didn't shoot a single shot in the tournament.
But you used that front headlock. They shoot, boom, front headlock going.
Yeah, my sprawl. Yeah, I sprawled and then I got into the headlock. I was like, jeez, like, there's like, what did I even do? Like, I didn't even know what I was doing.
Yeah.
But yeah. I see the coaches at Export all the time.
Dude, Andres? Yeah, he goes there.
He goes there a decent amount.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he's coaching my brother.
Yeah. Wow, that's cool.
My brother got him.
That's awesome. Any advice for the viewers on just, you know, navigating life? I mean, like I said, I know you're young, right? So you don't have like a ton of life experience, I guess, but
I would say I don't know. I would say get a goal, stick to it.
Yeah.
And don't hang your head if you don't hit your goal your first try. Your goal could be to out of reach for you at that point. If that's the case, just take it down a bit, change the goal a bit, make it something that's more accessible to you, and then eventually you'll get to the goal where you first had. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I am young, but yeah. And also, don't worry about women.
Yeah.
Like, make money first.
Yeah.
I'm young. I don't have money, but still, I hear it a lot. So.
Did you take a girl out to prom? No.
No, I went by myself.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You went with the bros, huh?
No, all my friends had dates actually. Besides one.
Really?
Yeah. But
who did you like? What the group of guys did you go with?
Do you know Jake Bolzano?
No.
Yeah. Jake Bolzano. I went with Jake Muchnick, Justin Sapichetti.
That sounds familiar.
Well,
that sounds very.
she had a sister in your grade, Jillian Sapichetti.
I don't recall.
Yeah.
So they all went with a.
Yeah, they all went with a date, and then me and my friend didn't have a date, so we just went alone.
Nothing wrong with that. I didn't go with a date.
Yeah, but like I said, I didn't even think I was going to prom at first, but I went. It was fun. We left early.
Yeah.
Left at like 9:30.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like that's what happened. Like
a lot of people.
Once you go like an hour in, it's like you start seeing people leave, and then by what did it go 10, 11 o'clock?
Yeah, at 11 it ended. We ate.
By 11, it's like
after we all ate, we all left.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you dance?
Yeah, a bit.
Good.
A bit.
Good. I remember at the prom last year, it was at first nobody was dancing.
Yeah.
Right? And then there's kind of like you realize like you have to make a choice, man.
Yeah.
You're either leaving the prom or you're gonna go on the dance floor and dance. And I remember I'm just like, bro, like I don't want to do this, but I knew like again like putting yourself in uncomfortable situations. So I got me and a couple other guys like we started doing our thing, and then before you know it,
everyone was on there.
Everybody was on there.
I just waited till it filled up.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with that.
No. The food there was good.
Yeah.
So how long do the episodes usually go?
I'd say an hour to 2 hours.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a watch, man. I don't know what time it is, but
and that's with like cuts in it, you editing.
I mean, I don't edit that much.
Okay.
True. Like, I mean, I look over it just to make sure everything's cohesive, but it's not like
It's not like you're editing like
a million parts.
Yeah. No, I get that.
So.
Yeah, well, it's podcast.
It's a I like to keep it relatively raw.
Fair enough.
So, would you say right now in your life that you're just, you just got out of high school, you're just kind of navigating life right now?
Yeah.
You talked about having a specific goal, but to me it seems like I don't want to say you're a little bit all over the place, but you're not really sure what you want right now.
No.
Right? Can that be a little bit frustrating?
No.
Or is it more like you're just taking it all in?
It's not. I wouldn't say frustrating. There's definitely like moments where it hits and I realize like, all right, I gotta start. I gotta start moving along. But I wouldn't necessarily say I'm all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I want to do, or I know what I want in the future. It's just figuring out how to get there.
Yes.
That's the hard part. But
so would you say your main goal is just being successful, right?
Yeah, being wealthy, money,
making some cash.
That's the goal, and doing something I love, obviously.
Yeah.
But end goal is to make money and have a family. So.
Gotcha.
But yeah, that's goal. I would assume that's the goal for everyone.
Yeah.
But.
No, you'd be sure.
I don't speak for everyone. So.
Yeah.
Some people just want to make money and, not get married.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But eventually I would like wife and kids. Yeah. I come from a big family.
Do you? Why? How many siblings you got?
So my siblings specifically, it's just me and my brother, but my mom's one of 6.
Oh, okay, so
my dad's one of 2, but so between my mom and dad's side there's around 15 or 16 first cousins with us, so and we range like age 40 to 14. So there's a lot of us. And then take into account my mom's cousins, who I'm also close with. Like recently we just had a grad party for me.
Mm-hmm.
We had it last night. 120 people showed up. 15 of them were my close friends that I grew up with that I go to school with.
And all the other people family?
The other 105 people were all family.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
That is a big family.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. It's big.
Yeah.
And a lot of people wouldn't think that, like, I'm close with everyone. I'm close with everyone in my family.
Yeah. So out of those 105 people, you know all their names?
Yeah,
Like
pretty much.
Most of them?
Yeah.
Wow.
I can name, if I see their face, I'll know who they are.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's awesome. Sometimes when I go to the family reunions and stuff, like I'll go there and I don't know.
Yeah.
Like maybe I know 20 people, 20 out of the 100.
Yeah.
And it's just like, but they like somehow know me.
No, yeah,
So they're
'cause
like,
they come-
hey, Rich. And I'm like, hey.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, what's going on?
Mhm.
You know? But it could be a little awkward, but
Yeah,
you
definitely.
just, for me, it's just, you either admit like, hey, you know what, so and so.
What's your name?
I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
What's your name? Or you just say, you just roll the
What's
punch.
up?
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to.
A lot of people go with the second one.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
They do.
It's the easier one.
It's the easier one. Because then if you don't know who they're like, you don't remember me? And then
I was young.
Yeah.
That's what I
Cut
said.
me some slack.
Yeah.
You know what's really bad? When you ask them their name, they tell you and then you forget. In mid-conversation,
Mhm.
you're like,
I can't ask again.
you can, but it's like, now you're pushing it. Now
Just
you're
me.
pushing it.
Say you have like short-term memory loss.
Yeah.
Make something up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anything you want to close us off with? Any other topics? Or
I think we covered a lot.
I think we have
No.
to.
There's a lot to know about each other. We've got it. Had a
Absolutely.
pleasure on here.
Yeah, listen, it's
Yeah.
great having you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.